How's it going, guys? Today we are taking a look at the Transformers collaborative series. I want to say he's about Voyager class. Agent Knight. Now he is based on the 1982 TV show called Knight Rider, and the car itself is a modified. Shut up. Is a modified 1982 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. And it is very faithful to the original car. It is very faithful to an 82 Pontiac. My biggest surprise was the fact that they gave him the popping headlights, or the pop-up headlights. I thought that was pretty cool. This was part of that big bad toy store order that I recently put in. Yeah, because it came with him. Then you got Party Wallop, and then the Transformers 1 Brave Commander Optimus, who is on my shelf. I do not feel like grabbing him right now. It does come with a few accessories. You get 2 blasters. One's more of a rifle, while the other one's more of a pistol. And a weird watch. I've never seen the original show, so I don't know if that's a reference to anything. But yeah. And obviously the big outlier here is the original Pontiac did not have whatever this is at the bottom of it. And that is just for the battery compartment. If you look right here, it shows you your battery symbol, read manual warning, do not toss out. There's a fairly well hidden button here on the hood. If you were to press it, you get multiple forms of dialogue or sounds.
So you're sure this is the right way? Very well.
I'd imagine it's probably just from the TV show.
Thank you, sir. I am the voice of Knight Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference. KIT if you prefer. Hold on, this could be a bit bumpy.
I think that's...
Are you sure this is the right way?
Yeah, that's it.
Very well.
That's it for the voice lines, which is pretty neat. It does take 3 LR44 batteries. You just unscrew this panel here, and it'll have 3 spots there. So yeah, his transformation is going to be fairly simple. I'm going to start by opening up the doors. There we go. And unpeg his arms. And then we're just going to fold them out like so. Rotate them down. And then rotate them like that. Likewise for this side. Like there. I'm going to untab the roof and fold it out like so. Shut up. Going to push in a section of the hood. Go back up here. So we'll just right here apply some pressure. It's going to come down. Then you'll want to make sure it tabs into the front of the bumper. You'll hear it tab in afterwards. Next, open up the underside here. And we are going to bring out his legs, simply utilizing that knee joint, like so. Coming to the back, we're just going to finish up the legs by closing these panels, separating them, holding his feet straight. It did that on its own, and we're just going to pop out his toe. Next, we're just going to rotate everything like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip up his head from the chest cavity, rotate it around, flip it up like so, and then we just got to accordion everything down like that. Here, click into place, make sure that's sitting flat. And for me, this depends on how you want to do it. Instructions tell you to just fold his roof section in like that. Personally, since it's on that mushroom peg, I'm going to rotate it around, have the windshield facing downwards. And that is pretty much it for Kit, or Agent Knight. And that is Agent Knight in his robot mode. And that is pretty cool. If I remember right, I think back in the day when people were really making like the fan-made art for Transformers and any other vehicle from Pulp Fiction, I think I saw something just like this in one of those fan arts. I could be wrong. But coming up close here, I just broke my thing. Give me a second. Coming up to his head, really nice head sculpt. I love the red visor. Sadly, with him being a black car, you'll see everything on him. Headlights, they can still pop up like that. So that works pretty well. And if you didn't know who he aligned himself with, he is an Autobot. I'm genuinely surprised they brought back Allspark Blue. Is this like a slight nod to the 2007 movie toys? Just having Allspark Blue? Other than that, really nice details all around. His little voice box still works since nothing really changes in the chest. So you can press the button right here. And it does that. Accessories, like I stated earlier, he comes with this little watch device that can plug into his wrist right about here. Making sure David Hasselhoff doesn't come and grab this thing. And his pistol you can put right into his one hand here. And you can give Agent Knight his assault rifle, pretty much, for his other hand. Weapon storage. I haven't really seen any way to properly store his weapons. One thing I did come across for it is... Shut up. Is for the little pistol here. You've got a notch right here in the door that fits almost perfectly with the pistol. So you could plug it into the door and it blends in fairly well. His rifle, on the other hand, I haven't really found any spot for it. But it's whatever. Like I stated earlier, his robot mode, he stands about modern Voyager class, maybe close to modern later. And so he does have a fairly large size to him. But other than that, this is probably one of my favorite collab figures out there thus far. Articulation wise, his legs can go out or can go forward that far, back that far before clashing into things. It does have a thigh swivel, which is really nice. Nice bend in the knee. And technically has a foot pivot. No, let me rephrase this. It does have some foot movement and a nice ankle. Got a waist swivel here. Do full 360. Arms, they are built weird, but they can go out not that far. They can go out about that far before you pop it off the socket and then fight to get it back on. Bicep swivel, 90 degrees, well, correction, over 90 degrees of bend at the arm. Wrist movement, popped off socket, and a wrist rotation. Head is on a ball joint, so he can look up that far, he can look down that far, and can do a full 360 degrees. Last thing he can do articulation wise is he has bumblebee doors. So you can position the doors any way you like. So if you want to configure him to where his doors are just sitting flat, you can do it like, give me that. You can fold in his door wings like so, and then put the roof over top. It gives him a clean-ish silhouette. But I know for me, I want my robots to look more like a car and not just have one bit of car hanging off. So pop those back around. And yeah. For comparisons, we're going to bring in Raphael. And yeah, these two scale pretty well together. Again, I don't think their main focus is scale, thankfully. But yeah, if I were to choose between the two on sheer play factor, definitely going to be Agent Knight. He's a fun toy. And I think that's going to be it for today. If you guys did enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.